Good evening, everyone, and thank you for joining us. I'm Taja Davis. We begin at the top of the hour with some sad news out of Tampa Bay, Florida, where 3 people were killed. Authorities stepping up their efforts, trying to calm the fears of a community. ABC's Victor Oquendo tells us what they're doing to keep residents safe. The president has imposed sanctions and kicked Russian diplomats out of the U.S. The Miss Minnesota USA pageant made history this weekend in Burnsville. For the first time, a young woman with Down syndrome competed for a Miss USA state pageant. Brett Hoffland spoke with her and explained how she's getting advice from someone who was in a similar position a year ago. First Alert forecaster Aaron O'Shaughnessy. Aaron, we saw snow this morning. I am really dreading saying that word. This year, the United States got a new president, saw racial tensions rise, devastating hurricanes, and a magnificent sight in the sky. Omar Jimenez breaks down the big national headlines of 2017. Continuing coverage of the deadly wildfires burning in California. More than 36 people have been killed as crews search for more than 300 people reported missing. For some of the thousands of evacuees, they are being allowed to return home to see if anything is left. Good evening and thank you for joining us. I'm Taja Davis. We begin this half hour with news out of Madison County tonight. The sheriff's office is confirming the man they were looking for last night was found dead in the Moody area east of Rexburg. Secretary of State Lawrence Denny is sending a message and a bill for $20 to the U.S. government saying, if you want our voter information, it'll cost you. Literally. Idaho Supreme Court Justice Warren E. Jones is announcing he'll retire from the bench at the end of this year.
I say overbook my flight.
Oh, completely. I would have taken 2,000.
Yeah,
but that was good though. She waited to see if the price would go up. Would have pressed that button in a heartbeat. We have less than 5 hours until the total solar eclipse, and we already have some action happening on our roadways. Let's take a quick look at the ITD website weather with Aaron O'Shaughnessy. So no snow today, but the temperatures were still a teeny bit cooler today, right? Tommy Alquist quietly launched an attack website criticizing his Republican gubernatorial opponents as sad choices for Idahoans. The members I spoke to said they were in pure shock when witnessing for themselves the brutality and tactics that were being used against the protesters. We begin this half hour in Sutherland Springs, Texas, where a man started shooting inside this church, killing 26 people and hurting more than 30. Good evening, everyone. I'm Taja Davis. Only hours into the investigation, Texas Public Safety tells us the ages of the victims range from 5 years old to 72 years of age. Federal and state law enforcement identified the shooter as Devin Kelly from New Braunfels, Texas. He dressed in all black, wearing tactical type gear, and entered the church, opening fire. Still to come, Mother Nature left behind some serious destruction for people in Oregon. And as we head to break, we take a look out over beautiful Pocatello this afternoon. Aaron will be back with a full look at your forecast.